Hello, everybody. We should now be, you should be able to see us. Welcome to the Fusion Big Quiz for SingSeptember. How is everyone feeling on Zoom right now?
Brilliant.
I'm feeling pumped for a
Oh,
fusion quiz better than any that have come before it,
cool.
is what I've been told by the people who wrote the questions.
It's going to be great. It is. Right, okay, let me just get my tech stuff ready. Yes, okay. Cool. Okay, right, I'm going to do my spiel, guys. Hi, I am Pippa. I am the Finance Director of BABS, and I would like to officially welcome you to the Big Fusion Quiz, because that first bit wasn't an official welcome. This is now the official welcome. I hope you feel officially welcomed. I'm going to hand over to the rest of the people on this Zoom with me. First, Peter, would you like to introduce yourself, say a bit about yourself?
Yes, I am Peter, Fusion team, also on the BABS board, and very excited to be here for this Sing September events. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. Thank you. And Joe, who are you?
It's a good question. We all need to ask ourselves at some point. I'm afraid I don't have a satisfying answer. I just get asked to do quizzes sometimes.
And your name is Joe.
Yeah, you said that.
I
I don't
did.
need to
I
cover
did say that.
that.
And finally, Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt. I am usually voice of God on these quizzes, so I am quietly beavering away in the background. But my internet is absolutely atrocious tonight, so we're going lo-fi, doing it on Zoom, and I'm here to. I've been told to be charismatic, so let me know how I do.
Matt is he made the slideshow that you're going to see soon, and Olivia and Joe wrote the questions and organized the whole quiz. Olivia Williamson is not with us tonight, but she is playing in the audience, so shout out to her. Hi, and thank you both. Thank you guys for doing all the writing and stuff. So some ground rules first. So let me just read my notes. No answers in the comments, please, at all. We will continue to remind you, no answers in the comments. We've got our comment elves looking at the comments to make sure that we try and delete all the questions, well, all the answers that are posted, but please do not post answers in the comments because people might want to do this later. So yeah, keep that fun. Be thinking of a team name. That will be a requirement when you send us how many points you got at the end, and also go get a beverage. I've got my beer here for laters. Yes, everybody has their beer. We will try and keep things as clean as possible, obviously, with regards to language and such things. So there are both barbershop and non-barbershop questions. There are 3 rounds with 10 questions, 6 questions, 10 questions. And they are all available for non-barbershoppers, but it helps if you have some barbershop language, also, information. So in your brain. Knowledge, that's what I was after. Okay, do I have any more notes? I don't think I do. Oh, but it should be about an hour, so yeah.
Yeah, we've been cut down to an hour. The powers that be don't want us on the airwaves for too long.
Yeah, we're just too entertaining.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not a good idea.
And finally, guys, no cheating because you will go to barbershop jail.
In fairness, these are some of these questions will be very difficult to Google, especially the picture round. I don't know what you're going to do to look that up.
It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, right. I am going to attempt to share my screen again, and start us off with round 1, general knowledge. Right. So I am reading out the questions for this first round. And I will, oh God, what am I doing? Sorry, bear with. There we go. So I'm reading out the questions for the first round, and here is the first question. What species lives in a formicary? Is that how you say it?
It's close enough. We'll take it.
It's how you say it, Cuthbert, and that's
And that's what's important.
I'm still going to fulfill my like voice of God duties and do some cross-checking in the background, because this was this round in particular was whipped up by me over my lunch break today, and I've done some QA, but I'm always terrified.
Okay. What species lives in a formicary? Formicary.
And we're looking for
Formicary.
The spelling of formicary is at least right.
we're not looking for scientific name. You don't have to be like that. Just the common name.
Well, unless you want to be, but if you submit that as an answer, then we have no idea. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Question 2. Which artist, with capital A, is famous for his statue, The Thinker?
Joe, are you doing the pose deliberately?
Yeah.
Which artist is famous for his statue, The Thinker?
If you want a very obscure, probably unhelpful clue, think of lesser Godzilla villains. And maybe you'll get a little clue.
Moving swiftly on. Question 3. Where were the 1988 Olympics held? Where were the 1988 Olympics held?
Are we taking
the stadium, right?
Are we taking points for just the country or the city? It has to be accurate to the city.
I've just been asked to move you guys on my screen, but I can't.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how I can do that. Is that better? Can you YouTube people see that? I don't know if they can.
We'll know soon.
We're up in the top corner of your screen, so we alternate whenever we're talking.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to change that. I am not that technologically advanced, I'm afraid. So, unless any of you
maybe go to view and then side by side gallery. Maybe, I don't know.
What in Zoom?
In Zoom in the top right corner.
In relation to the actual question, I was reckoning whenever doing this that I would just take the country.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I can't see any Zoom settings. Oh wait.
Then we'll do our best to take turns.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Next. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Question 4. Lansing is the capital of which US state? Lansing is the capital of which US state? Again.
Checking in the background to make sure it's right. Yep.
It is right.
Is that how you say it as well? Why did I do the general knowledge round? I don't know how to pronounce stuff.
Before we ask the questions, that's what I want to know.
Pretty sure I will have. Question 5. How many suits are there? Suits are there? Suits are there in a game of Mah Jong? How many
just try it a
suits
couple
are there?
times and we'll get it eventually.
How many suits are there in a game of Mah Jong?
Struggled with the word suits, but nailed Mah Jong, so...
Everybody knows how to say Mah Jong. Question 6. What are the twin stars in the constellation of Gemini called? What are the twin stars in the constellation of Gemini called? It is 1 point for both stars, or half a point for each star if you like. And question 7. What year was the first edition of the Guinness Book of Records published? That's not even hard to say. What year was the first edition of the Guinness Book of Records published? That's why I want to say world records.
Yeah, you want to say world records. That's what I was thinking.
I do. Yeah.
And for this one, there's a bit of grace. So you're allowed sort of within 2 years of it. So whenever we get to the answers, we'll read out like the range of dates that you're allowed.
Yeah. So give it your best guess. Don't worry if this general knowledge round is a little bit hard, because I definitely would get none of these. But I think a lot of people will be okay with the picture round, I think.
Do you want a fun fact about Guinness?
Yep.
This is one of my most fun facts. In 1759, when Arthur Guinness signed the lease for the Guinness brewery, he signed the lease that lasted 9,000 years and was billed £45 per year, and that is still what they are paying to rent this brewery.
That's like a
9,000 years.
Wow. When does it end?
1759 plus 9,000.
10,000, 11,000.
It's the year 10,759.
That's insane. Well, guys, see you then. Next question. Question 8. What is the motto of the FBI? What is the motto of the FBI?
Winter is coming.
We're gonna say that.
Don't say anything inappropriate.
I'm not. The motto uses the same acronym as the FBI. It fits the letters FBI. So you just got to work out the words. Because without that, it's still hard to get. But without it, you're probably never going to guess it.
And given what you know about the FBI, you'd probably have a little bit of a eye roll to yourself at what the real motto is. So funny suggestions within reason in the chat.
Although
Question 9.
Correct answer in the chat by accident. That's important.
Yeah.
Question 9. In what sort of landscape would you find an erg? In what sort of landscape would you find an erg? I'm going for the erg pronunciation, like ergonomic, rather than like erg, which is what I wanted to say, but...
That sounds French.
Erg. Question 10. Heliophobia is a fear of what? Heliophobia is a fear of what?
Baritones.
Do you think there's an actual thing? How do they come up with these phobia names?
Greek or something.
What? What's the Greek for barbershop, guys?
Barbershopolis.
Sounds about right. Okay, so that is round 1, and I'm going to hand over to Joe for the answers.
Okay. We all want to know what these answers are, and I've got them written down. I'm going to say them now. So question number 1, if everyone's ready, I won't wait a second longer. What species lives in a formicary? That would be ants. Ants. The little insects like in the movie Ants. Then question number 2. Which artist is famous for his statue, The Thinker? That would be... That's kind of Bruce Forsyth as well at the start of that one show that he did. And that would be Auguste Rodin. Rodin, of course, the pterodactyl monster from Godzilla. Question 3. Where were the 1988 Olympics held? That would be in the capital city of South Korea, Seoul. I didn't know that. I wasn't born. That being said, I wasn't born for the creation of The Thinker either. Number 4. Lansing is the capital of which US state? If you're me, you know this because you're very boring and know every US state capital, and that is Michigan. Question number 5. How many suits are there in a game of Mah Jong? And that would be 3 suits. 3 suits.
What is the suit in Mah Jong? How? Because I know it's got all the little things
that you... Much like a deck of cards has suits, so does a... Is
it like the colour or the symbols on them then?
I think there's red, green and blue tokens in Mah Jong, and also some other ones. It's confusing. But cool. 3 main suits. Question number 6. What are the twin stars in the constellation Gemini called? That is Pollux and Castor, which sounds like a very highfalutin sugar company.
Any of you guys Gemini?
No, my sister is. And
my dad is.
I don't know what that says about her. It explains everything. Question number 7. What year was the first edition of the Guinness Book of World Records published? And that was in 1955, the year that Marty McFly goes back to in the first Back to the Future film. and, and we will accept within 2 years. So if you said between 1953 and 1957, you can have it. You get your point. Now, question number 8. What is the motto of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, otherwise known as the FBI? That is fidelity, bravery, and integrity. Some would say they don't often live up to those standards, but this isn't a satire show, it's just a quiz. So we're going to leave it there. Question number 9.
Music.
Question number 9. In what sort of landscape would you find an erg? I've heard this word used a lot because I recently read the Dune books, and that is a desert. It's just I just generally take it as a bit of desert.
Big chunk of desert.
Sounds like an exceptionally posh person trying to say the word egg.
That would be exceptionally posh.
Ugh. Ugh, plant.
It's a very posh caveman.
Yeah.
And finishing off with question 10. Heliophobia is a fear of what? If you know your Greek prefixes, you'll know that is a fear of the sun, sunlight, or any bright light.
Helio, like Helios, like the lad in the in the chariot. Yeah.
Lad in the chariot.
Yeah.
What a lad, that Helio. Absolutely.
Cool. Thank you so much, Joe. Now we are ready for round 2, but we'll take, shall we say, 60-second break for people to get another beer.
To hype people up for this picture round, because this is one that Joe did as well, and I think it's genius.
It is so good. I'm so excited for you guys to see it.
I was very worried for a long time that this would have fall flat on its face and everyone would think I was crazy.
No.
We can check in with the chat quickly. Mm-hmm. We've got Sam Wolf in all caps saying, "Pippa, you are literally engaged to a linguist." I can't remember which one we were talking about there. I think that was Formicary. Yeah, go on, show us.
I know, but the problem is he's a descriptivist, so he doesn't really care how things are said or grammar and stuff like that, rather than what's the other one? Prescriptivist. He used to be. He changed during his degree, so.
Because descriptivism is the correct.
I agree.
Point of view.
Oh.
A lot of people saying that general knowledge quiz was very hard. I think I made it too easy previously, so that's why.
So you just went like.
Yeah. And Olivia's in the chat as well, lamenting that she doesn't know the answers.
Well, I hope at least one person got 1 point. You could have had a maximum of 10 points for that round. So.
Okay.
I think.
Should we kick off?
Yeah, shall we go for the next one? So who's doing the next one?
It's me. Ollie says that me saying descriptivism is the correct way. He says that's a very prescriptive thing to say. Fair point, Ollie. Okay, stop being so clever and answer some questions. Okay, picture round. Here's how it's going to work. We have 6 pictures to show you. In each picture, you will find a barbershop quartet. However, you will not be able to see their faces because instead their faces have been replaced by the members of another famous group of 4 human beings. So you'll get the idea when you see the first one. There are 12 points available in this quiz, in this round, 2 points per picture. You get 1 point for naming the barbershop quartet in the picture, and you get another point for naming the group of 4 humans whose faces have been superimposed upon this picture of a barbershop quartet. I hope that makes sense. Let's have picture number 1. And here it is. So tell us which barbershop quartet this is and whose faces or what is the collective name for the faces on that
Definitely.
that quartet?
Definitely collective name. Don't worry about
we don't want to know
naming the
like
individuals.
individual names, right?
Actually, we don't want to know your answers at all. We just want to know your score at the end. So, we don't care what you put.
Your butt numbers to us.
But don't post them in the comments.
Chris is fangirling over Ollie Woodhouse in the chat.
Hands off.
That's exceptionally strange behaviour. Okay, that's quite enough time for that. Let's have number 2.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God.
Number 3, Pippa, behave
Oh,
yourself.
I'm so sorry. That's
Go
number
back.
2.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we're done.
There's number 2.
Ignore number 3. You never saw it.
Although you will see number 3.
You will see it soon. Yeah.
In due course, so don't panic too much. But this is in fact number 2. Which quartet is it, and which group of people is it?
I actually only saw the things that these 4 non-Bob shoppers were in like this year, like a couple of months ago. I'd never watched it before. I hope that doesn't give it away too much.
Something watchable.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It is a piece of content that you can
I need to
see
get my
with
glasses
eyes.
changed. I thought that
No,
was the
all of
Beatles.
these are a piece of content, right? Content? Yeah, they're all content.
Please, before
It's
this
all
goes
content when
any
you're on
further.
YouTube. Everything's content.
Let's have number 3, please, Pippa. Thank you so much. Which quartet is it? Whose faces are on the quartet?
Now, if I did not have the answers, I would not get either of these. But I do, so.
Yeah, you're right.
Lucky you. Sure that the people taking this quiz bear absolutely no resentment towards you for that reason.
I do believe that could be a hint, Peter. Be careful with your language.
What?
Go on, Pippa, ban him.
I don't. I'm not sure what I've done. Okay. Let's given that you saw that one briefly a minute ago, Matt, Devi, does Matt feel like sharing the answers?
No.
No, he does not. Fair. Let's have number 4. Remember, you get that there are 2 points available per picture. So 1 point for the quartet, 1 person for the group of 4 people. I'm trying so hard to avoid using the word foursome, but they are. Yes.
They look like right gangsters in that photo.
They do. I would love to see this happen in real life, to be
That would
fair.
actually quite suit.
Yeah.
It's beautifully photoshopped, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
This is all Joe, isn't it?
I've just noticed you've got the arm in there as well.
Yeah. It would have been funnier if the guy on the end still had his like human arm in the shot, and then that would have been fun.
He's doing the Jeff Oxley trying to lock in his little thing.
Yeah. Jelly donut. All right. If you get that reference, hit me up in the chat.
I like the Jeff Oxley jelly donut.
Yes, there are no points for the jelly donut reference, but I will just feel a small connection to you.
That means
So
more
cute.
than points.
Number 5, please, Pippa. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Yes. Joe's had way too much. To be fair, Oliver Wall, I am deeply concerned about what goes on in Joe's head.
I think it's great as long as he keeps coming up with stuff like this.
Yeah.
Whatever.
As long as the world benefits from it, then
No pressure, Joe.
I just don't need to destroy things.
Apart from photos.
All right, that's quite enough of that one. Let's have the final one, number 6. There they are.
I don't know why I like that
It's
one
so
so much.
funny looking. like, not quite realistic, but
Yeah.
it's so close.
The heads are just a little bit too big, and part of me wants to believe that Joe did that on purpose to make it look funnier.
I think it was just I just got a sense of how big the heads should be.
Yeah.
I spent
Even
what I would call an unnecessary amount of time editing out some hair that poked out behind the edited in heads. So if I took the heads away, it would look horrific.
Yeah.
Well, you are a hero.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, guys, don't forget, make sure that you have a team name ready, because you will need that to submit your answers.
Exceptionally important. Yes. And that is the entire picture round. 12 points up for grabs. So who's doing answers for the picture round? Are we doing those now? Yes. I'm going to hand you back to Pippa.
Hi, it's me.
Some answers.
So, picture 1. Who are these people? Well, the quartet is artistic license, and the foursome, the famous foursome, is ABBA. Of course. I would have got ABBA.
If you are a team of one, by the way, we've had a question in the comments. You're allowed to be a team of one, but we encourage you to come up with a superhero name for yourself.
Or any sort of team name. You can be a team of one.
Yeah. An army of one.
Because we just said that you can be, so...
we make the rules here. No one tells us what to do, except staying within 1 hour. So, question 2 was this one. And this is the one that I saw this year. So the quartet is Double Date, and the foursome are the Ghostbusters. So I saw Double Date. Oh God, when was it? You came over for that Viva show, and it was amazing. I cried in one of their songs. It was so good. I wish.
And then I did not cry in the Ghostbuster movie. I was perturbed.
I did, just because I recognise so much with Rick Moranis as the Keymaster, because he looks like he could be my dad.
Which one's Rick Moranis?
He's the guy who looks exactly like me.
The one.
You know, I've got face blindness, right?
He's not in the Ghostbusters. He is.
Oh, he's not.
No.
Oh, okay. I was looking at being like.
We're looking at now.
No. In neither of the foursomes there.
Great. Okay. Well, moving on. Round question 3. Who are these guys? Oh my God. So the quartet is Limelight. That's why Peter.
Tis I.
He's in that quartet. Where are you? Are you on the left?
No, I'm the guy with my hands up like this.
Here's Harpo.
Who knows what I'm singing? And the foursome is. And the foursome is the Marx Brothers. So the quartet is Limelight. The foursome is the Marx Brothers. Question 4.
That makes it particularly awkward that I didn't recognise you.
It's okay. How often do you look at his hands?
We've only ever worn those suits once as well, because we've only ever competed once, which is very sad.
Okay, there'll be more competitions.
We're working on it, yeah.
Soon. Hopefully, yes. Yes, question 4 are, so the quartet are old school, and the foursome is, of course, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Excellent photoshopping. So good. And question 5. Who are these guys? I think the one on the right really looks,
It's quite unsettling.
You got the neck.
Yeah, I made a new layer for the collar so that his head would be... I put too much detail into this one in particular.
And his head's just a little too big.
Yeah.
The quartet are ringmasters, in case you didn't recognise Martin's in the middle, and foursome is the Channel 4 news team from Anchorman.
I think it's Emmanuel's flamboyance on the left that gives it away.
So did you pick foursomes and then decide which ones, or did you look at a quartet and go, oh yeah, I have to put that foursome on it, or like what?
A bit of both, but I knew old school because of their awful suits.
So I've just got to stick some turtles on these.
Exactly.
The whole world is the whole barbershop world has now moved on from those old school suits.
Oh my lord. Masterpiece were
Joe.
like, let's bring it back for a little bit, but then but we came to our senses collectively.
Do you remember the time when we all wore like silver suits, like shiny silver suits?
I fortunately joined long after that period.
You missed Tagline and their white suits. That was my favourite. They got it because they sang we're wearing they changed the lyrics so they're like, we got our white suits. I can't remember what it was, but it's something like that.
Well, when they had collars the size of the Grand Canyon.
And the trousers were just a little bit too small. Question 6, the last question of this round. Who are these people? The quartet is Titanium, Sweet Adeline's quartet, and the foursome are the Golden Girls. You can tell from the sheen on their skin. Oh, wonderful. Well, that was great. Well done, Joe. Well done, everyone. For you watching at home, I hope you had as much enjoyment out of that as we did. Great. Yeah, so we got a little break right now. Matt, what's happening in the comments? Anything interesting?
In the comments, lots of positivity for Joe's round there. I'm getting some direct messages saying, "You're so mean. This is so hard."
Maybe you should just know more about barbershop. Have you ever thought about that? I'm sorry, that's too mean.
No, it's fine. I mean,
Chris in the comments saying some of the older suits look like they were wearing their dad's suits that were 2 sizes too big.
Mm.
What the old schools was.
Yeah.
I have definitely done that.
Odd choice.
We haven't mentioned before, but there is actually a prize for the winning team.
This is brand new information.
Our budget has increased exponentially.
What if I knew this? I wouldn't be on this. What?
The prize is the straws from OB1. They are. I think I said that right. They are reusable straws which you can use for oh gosh, what's it called? Semi-occluded vocal tract.
Yeah.
Boom. And that's where you put the straw in and you sing like, but like better than that.
Just like that.
Excellent. Yeah.
I don't really sing much anymore, guys. For me to...
Well, maybe the straw will get you back in.
Oh, maybe.
I've got one on the way for coming runner-up in the lookalike contest. It's a small consolation for having my identity stolen, but
Does John Olsen get one as well?
Nope, doesn't deserve one. So we're gonna move on to.
We do have a couple of comments that I just want to address real quick before we move on. So Chris got 11 out of 12 on the last round. I'm very proud.
Well done, Chris.
But I want to know which one you didn't get, and if it was Limelight, we're no longer friends. And then I do just want to acknowledge that it's that the pin has finally dropped about Obi-Wan to at least one person in the chat. So it's important to recognise these bits of learning as we're going along.
Definitely. So round 3 is guess the lyric, and who is doing this round?
It's me.
It's Joe. Take it away, Joe.
Okay, so I'm going to do a semi-dramatic reading of the opening lyrics of a barbershop song, and I've chosen specifically contestable in BHS songs, and also songs that have been performed by multiple groups. So basically I know that they're common enough that people know the lyrics.
Are you going to Shatner it?
I don't think I could. I don't think I'm that capable.
That is William Shatner it. I'm not saying...
Alright, so without further ado, let's get into question 1. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, feeling as I do. Maybe I'm living in the past. But when I meet the right one, I know that I'll be true. My first love will be my last.
Oh, that's amazing. Well done.
We can't clap after every single one.
Sorry.
It's going to take forever. So yeah, what song's that from? Which song starts like that? I've heard multiple different arrangements of it.
Definitely
So-
in the chat saying I completely didn't listen.
Are you gonna? Okay. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, feeling as I do. Maybe I'm living in the past. But when I meet the right one, I know that I'll be true. My first love will be my last. There you go.
Wonderful.
Please
you guys
tell
might
me you
have
were
missed.
listening that time.
You guys might have missed because apparently we're just in a corner of the screen, but Peter started crying and like wiped a tear away from his eye there.
It was
So
that
moving.
beautiful. Wow. Okay, so that's question
That was
one.
a lot.
This one might be less beautiful. So question two. Oh! Ooh, ah! She's a wow. Oh my! Listen now. If I seem to scintillate, it's because I've got a date! There we go. Which song starts thusly?
I think I'm going to be able to make it through this round.
I will
I
repeat
had
it.
to mute my microphone halfway through that so that I could have a little chuckle.
I'll repeat it once more. Oh! Ooh, ah! She's a wow. Oh my. Listen now. If I seem to scintillate, it's because I've got a date.
Oh,
You called it. That's why
My
I'm very...
least favourite intro of any barbershop song ever. Because it starts, ooh, ah, she's a wow, which doesn't mean anything. Shall we move on to question 3?
please.
Is anyone ready for that?
Nighttime is falling and everything is still and the moon is shining from above. Cupid is a-calling, hey Jack and Jill. It's just about the time to fall in love. A bit of a Brothers Grimm opening to that one. It's much less
Through the house.
atmospheric there.
But a creature was stirring.
So, what song is that? I suggest we move on to question 4.
I can hear Ollie in the other room singing the rest of the lyrics to try and get the name of the song. Or he's singing something, I don't know what it is, but
Question number 4. Long as there is these are words I live by, I must say. Long as there is
You do it as
chicken
Peter
gravy. What?
You do it as Peter Kay.
I don't know. I can't remember how Peter Kay sounds. I don't have a good
I
impression.
don't know. Just chicken gravy made me think it would sound good as Peter Kay. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your process.
All right. As Confucius says, long as there is chicken gravy on your rice, everything is nice. Long as there's a morning glory on the vine, everything's fine. So, something to keep in mind during these unprecedented times.
Matt's lost it.
As Confucius say.
So yeah,
Thanks for dropping the word unprecedented as well. That's
these are truly unprecedented
if you're playing
times.
coronavirus bingo, that's a tick up you.
Look, we're together but apart, so these words can never
This is
be
the
more
new normal
useful.
now. So
Oh, okay. Number 5. Oh god, I don't know if I'm ready for this one. Hey baby, listen up to understand the tasty thing that my body demands. That doesn't rhyme when I say it in my voice. It's such a fine cuisine, so let me tell you what I mean. It's
Austin Powers.
yeah.
what do you mean, Joe?
Hey, baby.
Can you do a Cockney accent?
Hey baby, listen up to understand the taste. Wait. Hey baby, listen up to understand the tasty thing my body demands. It's such a fine cuisine, so let me tell you what I mean. That's Michael Caine.
If anyone has played Skyrim and knows the character Delvin Mallory, who's a member of the Thieves Guild, that was a beautiful accidental impression there. I got Michael
I got Michael Caine from it, I must say. That was pretty
I got
good.
Michael Caine.
I did not.
Early Michael Caine.
I saw Tenet recently, and he's slurring a lot these days. He can't keep the saliva in his mouth.
Oh,
It's
too
horrible.
much information.
It's in a movie. People pay to watch that. All right, number 6. This one should be pretty easy to get. Okay. 1 minute to midnight, 1 minute to go, 1 minute to say goodbye before we say hello. So.
It's a riddle. What am I?
So it's.
I don't actually know the answer to this. I'm going to look this up right now. What? Oh,
You'll kick yourself when you get it.
yeah.
Oh god, the next one's awful as well. Now, yeah, 7 is another of my least favourite intros to a barbershop song. You taught me, you caught me, you bought me, and I fell in love with you somehow. Well, I'm a sentimental sap, that's all. So what's the use of trying not to fall? What is the use?
Creepy.
Some would say you've cooked his goose, but that's a reference to a later line in the song. So what song is that? Question 8. I may have said this before in my life. I'm a simple guy. Some say I'm not so smart. I could be happy with my life if I could win your heart.
Hugh Grant.
Oh, Joe.
Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
No, not enough stumbling.
I'm a simple guy. Some say I'm not too smart. I could be happy with my life if I could win your heart.
Ronan Keating plays in the background.
So what song's that from?
Extra point if you guess Matt's favourite movie.
I was getting ragged for this yesterday for having 4 Weddings and a Funeral on Blu-ray.
I need it in the highest quality.
Highest quality possible so I can see those locks. Those beautiful forelocks.
Question number 9, please. Darling, there's the tree you run to. When I actually, let me do it again. I was singing that in the meter of the song, and that gives away too much.
Yeah.
Darling, there's the tree you run to when it starts to rain. See the way it's filled with bloom. God, such fragrant bloom. There we go.
Stephen Fry from Blackadder. Darling.
Such fragrant bloom. Blimey.
I want to make you happy, darling.
Amazing.
And finally, number 10. As the evening hours grow ever so near, I wait to hold your hand, your tender voice so soft to hear. I'm longing for your love, you know I need you near, to cuddle close as evening time grows older.
Vincent Price from Thriller?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that.
Ever so near.
Ever so near.
Have you guys seen a guy called Tom Lehrer?
I've heard of him.
I've heard of him. Why
He
do
does
I know
comedy
him?
songs.
He was a well, he was a very smart guy. He was like a mathematics professor or something, and also a songwriter. And he did a song called "I Hold Your Hand in Mine," and it's like, "I hold your hand in mine, dear. I press it to my lips." And then, as it turns out, he's killed his wife and cut off her hand, and he's holding her hands. It's very funny. Yes. It's
Sam
very
Hubbard.
droll.
You have an idea.
Tom, yeah, look it up. Tom Lehrer. It's very entertaining. He's the guy who wrote the Chemical Elements song.
In the Park, is that his?
Poisoning Pigeons in the
Oh,
Park is
that's
another
why
one
I know
of his. He did the Chemical Elements song. He did We All Go Together When We Go, which was about the nuclear apocalypse.
Do the Gas House Gang have a version of the Elements song? Or am
Yeah,
they do.
I thought so.
Yeah.
It's very interesting 3 other parts.
Bum, 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 bum.
So that's the end of that round.
It is. Peter, I believe you are reading the answers.
Yes, I don't know
Are you
how.
going to do dramatic readings as well?
Don't know how I could possibly follow those dramatic readings. What I might do is No. I'm just going to tell you what the answers are. So, number one, maybe I'm old-fashioned, etc., etc. This is When I Fall in Love. When I Fall in Love.
I
Is
believe Northern Quarter did that one year.
Oh, we did it at least 3 years, mate.
Well, I'm not wrong,
How
am
long have
I?
you been in barbershop?
Me?
All right. Number two.
Hmm?
Pippa, pay attention. Come on.
I was just drinking my beer, I'm sorry.
Unacceptable. Get it together. There will be time for drinking later. She's a wow. This was clearly written by an ape. Or somebody who had trodden on some Lego. The answer to this is
wow.
I'm stepping out with my baby.
I believe that was sung by Massive Collar Tagline as well.
I think
that was the one where they wore the white suits.
Yeah.
No.
You're quite right. See, this all links together, this quiz. We thought it through. Yeah. All right, number three, please. Nighttime is falling and everything is still. It was the nightmare before. It wasn't the nightmare before Christmas. It was, in fact, Put Your Arms Around Me, Honey.
Are you going to sing that one?
Put your arms around me.
It's the only way you can compare to
Yeah.
Joe's.
Yeah, I'm not a thespian.
Nor am I.
Lies. Number four. Now, I don't actually know the melody to this song, but
Nor
the
do I.
answer is Lazy Bones, which is a great song. It's one of those where you can't quite tell what the melody is. Okay, number five. Another one with an ambiguous melody. It's Frim Fram Sauce. Number six. This is the New Year medley. Is this is After Hours, right? They did this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's insane, like most of the things that After Hours do.
I think I sight read it once at a New Year's party.
Sounds brave.
It was exciting.
It's the appropriate party to sing it at.
It is, yes.
Did you hit the last chord on the stroke of midnight? Because
I don't know. I think I was too drunk to remember. I mean, whether I did it or not, I don't know.
All right, number seven. This is You Took Advantage of Me. Astonishingly a happy song.
Some people are into that. We can't.
Well, this is true. I'm not judging. All right, number eight. If I only had a brain, I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers. Number nine. This is On the Street Where You Live, one of my favourite barbershop songs.
It is fantastic.
Do you want to give us the intro singing, maybe?
Well,
I just love your voice. I'm sorry.
Oh, thanks. That's real nice. All right. Number 10, the last one. Put your head on my shoulder is the answer.
Oh, so good.
That
Thank
was
you,
like
Peter.
the Eurovision, when they give out points in Eurovision and they always sing a little bit of the song that they've given it to. And they're like pandering. Yeah, well, they don't always do it, but the ones that really want the attention do. I'm not saying that about Peter, but
he was egged on by me, or urged on by me.
We've got a question in the chat from Olivia saying, what if we got the OG song? So that's from a couple of questions ago. Olivia, if you've got time, clarify. Are we gonna go over the other rounds again, or?
You can do a quick fire one, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the share of the screen and share our faces again. Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Oh, I'm back.
I hope you can all see our faces now. So before we go through the answers again, I just want to say that if you guys want to send your team names and scores to the Fusion page. So if you go facebook.com/FusionBabs and then just message the page, then I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to table up all the responses. So what I want is your team name and your score. And Joe, do you have a tiebreaker question?
I do have a tiebreaker question. Will that just be in the event of a tie, or am I saying that now?
I think let's say it now, just in case.
What year did the Orphans win the BHS Quartet International Competition? You want to get?
Ooh.
So whoever gets the closest year will win the tiebreaker.
Cool, very nice, very nice. Okay, right, so I'm going to mute myself now, and guys, if you want to talk amongst yourselves.
Oh God, what do we talk about?
It says on here that there are upcoming rehearsal dates, but I'm not a part of Fusion, so I don't know about that.
Yes. Okay. What are you looking at there, Joe?
The just underneath the last round there. It says
so there are.
admin.
Yes. Plug time. If you are a person who is under the age of 26 and you fancy coming along to the youth chorus rehearsals, we have some coming up, which is very exciting. The male youth chorus is happening on the 17th of October, which is a Saturday. And then the mixed youth chorus is happening on the 18th, which is the day after, making it a Sunday. 17th and 18th of October is the youth chorus's rehearsal weekend. Have I got that right, Pippa, the right way around in terms of male and mixed? Excellent. 17th and 18th of October. Get it in your diaries. We'll be meeting up, doing some music, singing some songs under the direction of Tim Briggs on the Saturday with the gents, and then Rosalind Johnson on the Sunday with everybody. It's going to be very exciting. Yes. Yes, I'm just going to look at the upcoming schedule for SingSeptember.
I have already done it.
Oh, you've done it. You hero.
Really, such a huge amount of stuff that's gone on just as I'm at the point of switching off. But yeah, there's a lot more left in BABS's SingSeptember lineup. So tomorrow they've got an online musical directors forum. They've got a preparing for contest session with Tagline. The next week we've got sessions with Sound Hypothesis, A Kind of Magic, the mixed chorus, Thames Valley Chorus, a number of open rehearsals. Yeah, it's really been a fantastic month of content, and I know it's all available to view on the YouTube channel quite easily. So yeah, stay tuned in to what's going on.
Yeah. If you go to singbarbershop.com/SingSeptember, you can get all the dates and links and everything for all the sessions. There's absolutely all sorts going on. Yeah. Big up to our friends in Tagline, international next generation silver medalists, previous BABS youth champs, I think. Did they win the youth championship one time?
I think so.
Yeah. They must have done, because they're good and
if
young.
Not,
they came second.
Anyway.
They came international second.
International second. Did they win?
International silver medals of the
What about at BABS?
What about
at
the
BABS
youth champs? I'm sure they must have got that at some point.
I think so. They at least got the novice, because I remember having that Shang pitch pipe in our house for ages.
Yeah. Yeah. So their session is happening tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tomorrow, 26th September, 8 p.m. and it's about preparing for contests. It's going to be really, really interesting session, I think. Despite appearances, they're actually very smart people. So,
despite appearances.
So yeah, definitely go along to that. I will probably be joining in with that, because
I'm gonna just
prepare for contests.
I'm going to just jump in there and say, guys, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. So if you haven't already sent your team name in, and I've had a few, I want your team name, I want your score, and I want the answer to Joe's question, which was what was the question, Joe?
What year did the Orphans win the BHS International Quartet
Wonderful.
Competition.
So I'm putting 1 minute. There you go. You got that many seconds left to send in your answers.
If you're struggling for team names, I will offer my standards as always. So Grievous Bodily Harmony. I can't remember my gross one. Probably for the best.
That's just as well. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty gross.
No, the other one's worse. I genuinely can't remember it. I'm not just being coy.
Chris in the chat, no, you can't play the Sheng pitch pipe. Unfortunately, it doesn't work.
What's the point?
Well, no, I think didn't they redo it? Because whoever the novices were, who was it? Chromatics. I think someone's redid it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when we had it, it was all stuck together with a glue gun glue. That wasn't us. I mean, Tagline. I lived with Tagline for most of university, like one iteration or another. So that's why it was in our house. But yeah, it was glue gun glue.
Ooh.
But I heard rumors. The timer has stopped.
Somebody
Please stop
definitely
sending in
broke the Sheng
entries.
pitch pipe, didn't they? And it was like a week until convention. They were like, "Oh God, we have to fix the Sheng pitch pipe," and they just glue gunned it together. That's definitely what happened there, isn't it?
Probably. Cool. So, shall I announce the winners? Oh wait, Joe, do you want to tell us the answer to your question first?
Okay, the answer is 1954. So, well done if you got that. I wouldn't have if I hadn't looked it up.
Yeah,
I remember it well.
For the first publishing of the Guinness Book of Records.
Yes.
Someone got really close. Actually, our winners got really close. I'll read third place, second place, and first place with team names. So here we go. Drum roll, please.
Have you cleared your throat enough there?
In tied third place with a score of 21 appropriate, 21 and 21 points out of 32 is Team Hanbram and a baritone solo.
Yay.
Well done.
Yes.
And second place with a score of 25 out of 32 is Let's Get Quizzical.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
I wish I knew who people were.
And finally, they gave a kind of one or the other score, so I hit it in the middle with an amazing score of 31 out of 32.
Oh my God.
And they were 1 year off the bonus question as well. The team name is Joe Nelson. But it's not Joe Nelson on the screen.
It would have been surprising.
No, don't worry, the
Imagine
individuals
me
emailed
one
me.
wrong with the answers in front of me.
Joe's gone. Joe, come back.
He's fleeing.
It's all gone wrong.
Your identity
original-
is fully stolen now.
In case you guys were wondering, the original team name was Crammy, which I think is a mix of the two guys' names. But
Cool.
they changed their team name. So well done, Team Crammy / Team Joe Nelson. You have won the OB1 SOVT straw, or possibly 2 straws in case there were 2 of you. If you would continue to message the Fusion page with your details, or we'll message you to get you in touch with stuff. I don't really know how that works. I'll just pass it on to Shanna. Oh, Joe, you're back.
It all went wrong.
You look so shaken.
I'm certainly not stirred.
Well, yeah. Just want to say to everybody watching, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I have had a great time. Have you guys had a good time?
Yes.
Yes.
Had a great time.
It's been brilliant. Thank you so much for Matt for putting the slideshow together. Thank you to Joe and Olivia for making the questions and stuff, especially Joe for that excellent Photoshop. And thank you, Peter, for being here.
Yes. And I just want to acknowledge that we're finishing 9 o'clock on the dot.
That's
professionalism,
which is
well done,
entirely
guys.
intentional.
Indeed.
Yes.
We knew.
Totally. So
This is
to
actually
everybody
all
watching,
scripted.
I wish. So to everybody watching, thank you for joining us. Have a lovely evening and weekend, and enjoy the rest of Sing September. Bye.